Сега думата ще има госпожа Мина Петрова, която преподава в Медицинския университет в София, но също така има опит и от преподаване в училище. Това ще ни се
Well, I will try in English. Not a problem, right? No? Being Latin teacher among medical students. I just prepared some slides in the morning. I didn't have time to make proper presentation. So I will just try to illustrate you what I encountered in three different aspects of classical education that I have met with my experience. While we are researching here and waiting, I would say that a few words about me. I am teaching specialized medical Latin. Basically, after I finished bachelor degree, I started, so this is more than 11 years now. I became fluent, I would say, in this part of medical terminology, especially anatomy, because I mostly work with students of medicine and dental medicine, so I had to learn also a lot about dentistry. But before that, in the beginning of my career, I had a very brief experience with small children in a private high school in Sofia. It's called British School of Sofia, BSS, and they were trying something new. Basically, they wanted to make an experiment with teaching Latin year 1, year 2. So I started my career teaching Latin to year 1 and year 2, it was very difficult for me. I don't have any experience with kids. I am not great with them, and I had to do it. I just decided to try. So they offered me to do Minimus book, to work with Minimus book, which is what you see right now. And Minimus book is designed for the UK school system, for British children, and it is based on direct method of education, absolutely like a game. Very great way to deal with vocabulary, teaching kids. There are two books, Minimus and Minimus Secundus. I think after age 11 is supposed to be Minimus Secundus, while this one is aimed exactly at 7 to 10. Yeah, they say basically in the summary of the book. What was difficult, I'm gonna try to tell quickly. It was just difficult that this British School of Sofia, actually there aren't British children there. They are collected from all kinds of mixed marriages. There are Greeks, there are Syrian kids, there are Bulgarian kids. You can imagine what kind of a crew, the foreigners in Sofia are mostly that kind of mixed marriages. So actually they were not the correct audience for this book, as I understood very quickly. But I had to finish the school year after all. Then the next year I was given more and more classes. I was given 2 classes, so 2 hours per 1 week, to work with 5th, 6th, 8th graders. And they offered Cambridge Latin course to be the book. Of course, I agreed. I didn't have any other idea what to offer. I didn't know about this education in high school. So I started working with this. And I would say that with 8th graders, it was perfect. It was going very well with this book, because I think this book is exactly to start with in first year high school. But with 5th and 6th graders, it was very challenging, as I told Marta previously, especially with this book. They were not pretty interested into the projects that this book offers. Like, as an example, to make, it gives a lot of possibilities to the teacher, actually. I like this book a lot. It's very well structured. Everything is around a family, of course, which is a family of a rich merchant, if I remember correctly. Christian, you know? The slaves are part of, the whole story. A female slave and a male slave, which is pretty interesting. I would say that the kids were mostly interested when we were talking about the villa and the house and the houses of the rich, etc. They were pretty inspired, but the 8th graders. Okay, so going further. And now I'm gonna tell you, of course, a little bit from something that a lot of us share here. This is the teaching in medical universities, the specialized course in Latin, which is not actually Latin. This is medical terminology. I would say this is actually bioscientific terminology, which combines all the disciplines you can imagine that every student of medicine and dental medicine learns throughout the first 3 years especially. So you can imagine physiology, cytology, pharmaceutical Latin goes in. So I just show you the index of our book. We